Aloha, beautiful souls. This is Ryan of tranSOULution, and welcome to my channel, Transform with Ryan, where I am here to bring you that light whenever there are shadows. Now, in this Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are going to be doing some deep healing to attract love. So, this reading is actually primarily for singles so that we can help activate their magnetism to draw in love by healing any wounds and traumas in the subconscious or in the conscious mind if you're aware of these wounds and traumas that are blocking you from attracting love. This reading can also be used for people who are in a relationship but are really struggling right now. Maybe you're not feeling as connected with your partner, or perhaps you got in a really, heated and intense argument with them, and it's very challenging at the moment to overcome that argument and the things and the emotions that came up as a result. All right, so we have 4 options here today to help with this deep healing to attract love. We have Cornflower, Moonwort, Ragwort, and Verbena. Now, I also curated these cards specifically from the different seasons. So if that resonates more with you than the images or the plants themselves, or if it adds to it, we have spring with the cornflower, summer with the moonwort, fall with the ragwort, and winter with verbena. So go ahead and take a look and see which one of these cards, or cards if there's more than one, is calling to you to accomplish this deep healing today. I will see you at your reading. Timestamps are below in the description box. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome back to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And today we are doing some deep healing to attract love for those of you that are single, or to reignite love in a relationship for those of you that are partnered right now and undergoing some rough times, okay? So for those of you that were drawn to the cornflower card here, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know where you're tuning in from as well. So let's get into your reading, okay? So it's so interesting because this cornflower here, the first thing I thought of when I first saw this card is the Crayola crayons. I think there were like 64 in the box of crayons when I was younger that everyone was really all about. 64 or 128. I remember. And how many of you remember going school supply shopping and like wanting the biggest box of crayons ever? And I remember this shade of blue in the crayon box, because blue was like my favorite color growing up as a kid. And I thought this cornflower shade of blue was a bit like muted and blunted. It wasn't very vibrant, okay? And what this is bringing to mind is, in regards to the deep healing for you to attract love, is that there's something in your past, particularly your childhood, in which love was blunted, okay, in which you didn't receive as much love as you thought that you needed or that you desired as a child, okay? And what that has done as an adult, as someone who is, desiring love and romance in your life, from someone particularly outside of the family unit, is it's led you to believe on some level that you are only capable of getting so much love. Okay, it's almost like what I'm feeling with this energy here that needs to be healed is that it's like there is a cap or a limit to how much love you can expect to receive. Okay. And to be honest, it's not necessarily rooted in an idea of worthiness. It's more in this notion of scarcity, okay? This energy of scarcity, where it's like you have what you feel is reasonable to expect of someone, right? This level of expectation only goes so far. So for example, it's like you can expect your partner to drop you off at the airport, right? And so you don't have to take an Uber or rely on somebody else. But you can't expect your partner to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to drop you at the airport because it's just too early, or be willing to drop you off at the airport at around 11 p.m. because it's just too late at night and it's on a work day and maybe they're too tired from work. So it's like there's these limits on what you can expect when it comes to love, and it's like your default in your mind is like, oh, I can't ask like for too much. Like there's this idea here that what you want and desire oftentimes is too much to ask of anybody. And that simply isn't true, because there is abundance in the world and there are people who are willing to go to great lengths to show just how much they care and love someone. All right, I mean, you can look at all these stories and movies and novels that show just how far some people are willing to go for the sake of love. And I mean, sometimes those ways are really destructive. Don't get me wrong, but really love is a very, very powerful thing, and people can really break a lot of their limitations when it comes to doing things for the people that they love. And so that's what needs to happen for you. What needs to be healed is the limitations that you place on love. Also, what I'm hearing from Spirit as another facet to this is it's kind of like you maybe have some criteria or checklist about your perfect partner, your dream partner, right? And don't get me wrong, like I think we all have that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's some part of you, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, where it's like, okay, nobody's gonna be 100% my dream partner. I'm gonna have to make some concessions here. And whether or not that's actually true isn't actually the point. The point here is you think you actually have to make concessions here, okay? You think you actually can't have it all. And that's the problem here when it comes to you attracting love and bringing love back into your relationship, is your mind is saying to you like, well, nothing's perfect. You can't have it all. You're not allowed to, okay? So let's pull some tarot cards to get some more information on this, and then we're going to pull a sacred geometry card and some divine oracle cards as well to activate this deep healing so you can move past these energies of limitations when it comes to love, all right? But let's see a little bit more on where this energy is coming from and how you can work with it, maybe how it's triggered and where it's rooted from. I know I already gave an example, but let's see if there's more to the picture, okay? Since this is a general reading. So we have wands. Well, the Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. I was like, wands. Lovers, okay. Interesting. We have swords, Eight of Swords. Why am I not saying the numbers for these cards? I can't with myself right now. Eight of Swords, Page of Swords, and lastly, the Nine of Swords, okay? So what I am seeing here with these cards is there's definitely a lot of swords energy, right? We have 3 out of 5 swords energy here. And so there's definitely something about mindset, about subconscious behaviors and thought patterns here that need to be shifted. And we have the Page of Swords here, which is supporting that something happened in your childhood here, okay? Where what I'm seeing here with this Nine of Swords is where you had this dream or this vision of what you wanted and what you desired, and that was shattered. That was taken away from you. It's almost like one notion, for example, is like maybe you had a big game or a big performance or a big show coming up when you were a kid, right? Like a school play or a school, you're performing a school song, a dance, maybe at like an assembly or something like that where you were featured or whatever the case may be, or you had a big track meet or a big basketball game or something like that that meant the world to you, and you wanted someone to be there, like a parent or a caregiver or somebody, and it would mean the world to you to have their love and support by being present at this event. And what ended up happening is, for whatever reason, that person couldn't make it. Most likely, maybe they had to be at work or something like that. And even though you as an adult understands, like, oh, hey, like, I get it, my parent or my guardian or my caregiver had to go to work to make money so they could put food on the table and pay rent and mortgage and all that kind of stuff, and so that's why they couldn't come. But you as a child, what came through to you was that, hey, I can't ask this much of my parents to show up for me, okay, in this way. I can't ask them to call out sick from work or try to get off early or something to come to my performance and show me that support and see their face in the crowd, like cheering for me and applauding for me with a big smile on their face. It's like I was just asking too much of them. They couldn't do that one thing for me, okay? So it's kind of like your dream was shattered in that sense, and now you started to understand this idea of limitations, this idea that's here in the 3D world where it's like you can't have it all. And most importantly, what's really unfortunate, what's really kind of hurting my heart right now for all of you, is that there's this idea that the people that you love can't show up for you and show you love. And again, this is a deep rooted energy. It's here within the subconscious. And I'm getting, because we have the Eight of Swords here, is that many of you maybe are not aware of this. And so it would help for you to, what I'm feeling from this card is to go into meditation and go back to childhood memories. There are some like inner child healing meditations I'm sure you can find here on YouTube that can help. And of course, I do inner child work and these prior memory meditations with my clients as well to help them heal these wounds and these traumas of their past, whether it's childhood or past life even. And so by bringing light, by removing this blindfold on these events from your childhood and your past, that is the first step to healing. Okay, healing the memories, healing the old traumas and the pain so that you can attract love into your life. Okay. And here on this end, we have the Lover's card, which definitely speaks to a very intimate relationship from your past. Again, I'm sensing family because the Four of Wands speaks to big ceremonies, big events in life, like a marriage, for example, graduations, big school plays, big sports events and games, right? Like what we were talking about here. So it's definitely rooted in that kind of energy here, all right? I mean, my gosh, it could even be like something like I know I've heard of little kids having these kinds of events where it's like third grade graduation, fourth grade graduation, which, just general culture doesn't think it's as big a deal because it's not like you're graduating from high school, for example, or college, But to a kid, it could mean the world to them, okay? That their loved ones are there during an event like that. Especially, oh my God, especially what I'm getting, this is wild. This is like so strong coming through from spirit. The thing is, this is made even to be a bigger deal, if you will, because you as a child witnessed that other kids' parents were able to come to this event. And it's kind of like you looked at these other kids being hugged and embraced and smiling and laughing with their family members. And you were like, why couldn't my family member show up? Why can't I have that? What did I do to deserve this situation where it's like, I don't get what I want, but all the other kids can get what they want, or get what I want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's this very, very deep energy here that is just calling to be healed right now for all of you that are watching this. Oh my dear. So I hope this resonates and makes sense with you. So let's get into the healing, okay? I'm going to pull first a sacred geometry card here. And what this will do is it's going to activate in your subconscious the healing vibrations and frequencies to help remove this pain, this wound, this trauma, okay? These limiting beliefs when it comes to love. And so what I would encourage you to do is pause the video here and just take a look at the image for a few seconds. Maybe you'll even want to take a screen capture so you can meditate with this later on a little more deeply. And this will help activate those healing frequencies again for this memory, okay? So that you can attract love, bring love back into the relationship. So we have belief. Oh, look at this beautiful like star we have going on here. It's like a 8-pointed star. Oh, amazing. 8 is a very powerful manifestation number. So what does it say on the bottom? The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So, oh my gosh, look at this too. We have the number 11 here, which is a master number in numerology. So definitely very, very important and key deep healing for all of you here watching this video. So definitely take a look here again, pause the video, take a screen capture, and receive the healing energies of this sacred geometry right here for you. And it's going to transmute this belief in your mind and your subconscious that you're asking for too much. It's saying like, no, there's no such thing as asking for too much because you are worthy, you deserve it all. There's no limitations. The truth of the matter is there is abundance here, and there are people out there who will love you just simply for being you. All right? Okay, let's get some divine messages here to aid and support you on this journey, my dears, okay? Okay, so we have protect. Security is the key. Ask divine helpers to protect you. Imagine yourself surrounded by angels and take everything with caution and think carefully. So definitely this card is saying here, when you do your deep healing, call upon your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your higher self to support you on this journey and protect you as you do this deep healing, because a lot of pain is going to come up, I have the sense, with this, and some tears may be shed, and it's all within the process of letting go. All right, let's draw one more card here. Fairy. Oh, so several of you have allies that are nature spirits, fairies, gnomes, what are those? Centaurs, I believe, is another one. And why am I blanking on the one like sitar? No, not a sitar. I think that's an instrument. Oh my God, it's the ones, you know, in the Disney movie Hercules, the little goat creature that helped train Hercules to be a great warrior. It's those creatures. Oh my God, what are those called? Okay, if you know, let me know in the comments down below. My mind is completely blanking on these creatures that have like goat feet and little horns, and they prance around playing like flutes and stuff like that. Why am I blanking on them? So anyways, fairy. Nature works with divine beings. A fairy can help you with your manifestations. Be kind and loving towards nature. Fairies love those who recycle and have environmental awareness. It is a gift from the divine. So perhaps many of you would do well to work with some of the elementals here when it comes to your healing work. We have fire, earth, air, and water elementals as well. And even doing some sort of ritual of healing outdoors might even be good for you also. All right, so there you go, my dears. These are your deep healing messages so you can attract love or return love back into an existing relationship. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on as well so you don't miss any readings. If you'd like to go to another reading, there's a link right up here in the top right corner for you to do so. And for those of you that are in need of one-to-one guidance and coaching, I definitely encourage you to connect with me. My link to book a discovery call with me is in the description box down below, and I'm looking for clients that I could do some deep healing work with, help develop their psychic abilities, help educate them on law of attraction and manifestation techniques. And so if that sounds like it would be helpful for you, by all means, schedule that discovery call. You have nothing to lose with connecting with me to see if we're a great fit for me to assist you on your journey forward. So until next time, my dears, sending you so much love and cosmic hugs. Happy healing. Bye. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And today we are doing some deep healing work for you to attract love if you're single. And for those of you in a partnership or a relationship, it's to bring love back into the relationship after some sort of obstacle or struggle or argument, disagreement that has occurred. And so for those of you that were drawn to summer or moon wart here, let me know who you are in the comments down below and let me know where you're tuning in from. So let's get into your reading here. And so what's very interesting about the moonwort here is one of its magical properties is said to be able to pierce iron. Wow, like my gosh, I've never heard of a plant being able to pierce iron before, or any kind of metal. So that's very, very interesting, and one I wouldn't even have guessed would be a property of plants, right? And it's said that, once upon a time there was someone who brought 30 horses through a field of moonwort, and by the end, the horseshoes on all the horses were like worn out and almost entirely dissolved because the moonwort just kind of ate through it. And so it's this very subtle and sometimes hidden property of this plant. And it's very unassuming, right? Again, like it's kind of like, wow, who would have known that a plant would have this ability to dissolve and pierce iron? And what this deep healing message is for you in regards to love is there is something about the way you view yourself in which you think maybe you're nothing special. Maybe you've had thoughts of where it's like, gosh, who would be attracted to me? Like, I'm not as beautiful as this person. I'm not as charismatic or funny or smart as this person. There's this energy here of like selling yourself short and not really embracing or perhaps knowing or accepting your unique and special quality, okay? Just like the moonwort has this unique and special quality that a lot of people didn't know about before and weren't aware of. It's like this very unassuming thing. So whatever it is, it's like whatever you think is not special about you, that you tend to downplay or underplay, is exactly what makes you special, okay? Is exactly what makes you unique, and is exactly what is so attractive about you, okay? Because let me tell you, there's a lot of fish out there in the sea, right? And to think that there is not anybody in the world who would find you attractive and fall in love with you is just utter nonsense, okay? To be like brutally honest. It's like nonsense. There's no way that you would be the one person in the world that doesn't have at least one person who would find you attractive and who would love you and care for you and want to be with you in a relationship, okay? And it's that thing about you that maybe you feel shame or embarrassment about, that is what makes you so special, okay? Maybe it's like you think that your body type isn't super attractive or desirable. And let me tell you, that's like not true. I mean, I'm sure you can find several examples of people with a similar body type as you that are in a relationship, okay? And maybe there are certain hobbies or interests that you have that you feel guilty of. Like, maybe you're ashamed that you're a gamer, or that you love Dungeons and Dragons, or that you like collecting stamps or something. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's some hobby that you think is like something to be embarrassed about. But I guarantee you there's someone, if not multiple people out there, who find that so cool and so fascinating and so unique about you, and they would love to connect with you and learn more about it. And that's something that's very memorable about you to them, and makes them want to learn more about you, okay? And so tap into this special key here, something that makes you so unique that you felt embarrassed about or shamed about, okay? Because that's what's going to bring love to you or bring it back, okay? Maybe it's your quirky way of speaking, it's your accent, it's your sense of humor, right? There's something about you that people out there really appreciate. Now, maybe they're not coming to you in like throngs and in the millions of admirers, but let me tell you, having a million admirers is not really the better end of the stick here, okay? The grass is not greener there if you have a lot of admirers. Um, Sometimes it's a lot simpler and a lot easier to just have a small group of admirers who love you for who you really are, okay? And not who they think you are. Okay, let's see what here the tarot has to share that has some more information regarding your healing to help you attract love. We have the Hermit. I'm already starting to see some things. King of Wands. The Lovers. Oh my gosh, the Lovers just showed up yet again here. How appropriate. It showed up in another reading. The Seven of Cups, or chalices as it says there. And the Three of Wands. Alrighty here. Okay, so let me just circle back here to the Hermit card because something very, very clear came out. And the Hermit is this figure within the major arcana that is solitary, that went out into the mountains here to spend time alone, sometimes by choice and other times because they felt like they didn't belong in society, okay? And they needed to go and be alone, find who they are, find their inner light here, connect with their true self. And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to connect with yourself. What I'm hearing from Spirit coming through with this Seven of Cups here is that you've spent maybe more time and energy than necessary looking at what's popular, looking at what people like, and trying to be that, rather than focusing your time and energy on your innate strengths and talent and your innate beauty. It's like you were trying to transform and become something that you really aren't, okay? Because you thought that's what people wanted. And in doing so, what I'm feeling is there was even more self-loathing and beating yourself up that came about. It's like this frustration is like, why can't I get myself to this ideal weight? Why can't I get these muscles and these abs that I want? Why can't I get my skin to be unblemished and perfect? You know, why can't I carry a conversation without being all awkward and weird, right? It's like you were just trying so hard to fit into this mold that just doesn't match you, okay? And it's like you are looking at all these other people and trying to attain what they have, those qualities, when it's like, you know, there's other things about you that are really, really special, and you would be better served by nourishing those qualities and embracing them and owning that uniqueness and that individual flair that is yours. Oh my God, I just was reminded of that movie. It's a movie called Office Space, where Jennifer Lopez's character has to have all these little buttons on her vest, and those are like her pieces of flair, I think, when it comes to her job as a waitress. And she like, I think didn't have enough pieces of flair on her outfit or something. It was just so funny. Anyways, totally random. But what the main message is you have your own unique flair and something that makes you special, and that's what you should be focusing in on, okay? And yeah, I'm definitely seeing here is with the Three of Wands, it's like you're looking at other people, you're looking towards outside sources for validation, for guidance. And really, you need to go within here and you need to honor yourself and your own truth. All right. For myself, one of the things that I've struggled with, just to kind of be open and transparent and share and relate to your journey, is, I don't identify with a single gender. And so when I was younger, and the gay community, I was trying to be this kind of male that I thought was beautiful, this all-American, abs and muscles, masculine kind of male that I thought people wanted. And I felt so miserable because I was never going to be that all-American male, okay? Like, hello, did you see my skin color? Like, it's not going to happen. And I started to really loathe and hate certain parts of myself. And then when I started exploring my gender and presenting, with more feminine energy as well, again, I was feeling like I wasn't girly enough and I was too tall and my feet were too big and I had a hard time finding outfits that were flattering and that gave me that girlish figure, and I was so self-conscious and all this kind of stuff, and I thought that there wouldn't be people out there who would be attracted to or want to have a long-term relationship with someone like me who is non-binary, all right, who is feminine yet very bossy and stubborn, right? And once I started to embrace those parts of myself, other opportunities to welcome love came into my life, especially love and acceptance, okay? And so what is it about you that you have been shaming and despising about yourself? That's the part that needs love, okay? That you need to show love towards, all right? And that's how you're going to attract it. Interesting. And for some of you, what I'm feeling here with this Lovers cards is that there is something about your... how do I explain this? So if you were born female, okay, there's something about your divine feminine aspect that you're pushing away. That's not the word I wanted to say. That you are shaming, that you are despising, that you don't like. And if you were born male, there's something about your divine masculine that you are, kind of pushing away and resisting. Okay, that's a good word. Like you're resisting it because some sort of programming that you had. Okay. And so, like, for example, if you were born female and someone told you like, oh, you're so emotional, you're so sensitive all the time, like what's wrong with you? And like you shame and you repress that part of you that wants to express its emotions, okay? And then if you're like a male, it's like, there's this part of you that's trying to assert control and being aggressive. And some people are like, gosh, you're so domineering, you're so pig-headed, and you're trying to control me, and you're trying to control everything. Like you're a control freak, right? And now you're like resisting and shaming that part of you. And so by doing so, it's like you're showing pieces of yourself like that you don't love them. And that's sort of emanating out towards the rest of the people here on the planet that's saying like, hey, we don't love that part of you either. We don't like that part of you either. And it's coming out as like, they don't like you, they don't love you. And so it's like it's all originating from you and you not loving these aspects of yourself, okay? Ooh, that was like hella deep, y'all. Hella deep. So I'm guessing that a lot of things are coming up for a lot of you now that are watching this particular reading, and things are being identified for you, okay? Now with the King of Wands here, I feel like this is a piece of advice, a piece of wisdom. And the King of Wands is someone who is actually very, very confident, very charismatic, very bold in nature, okay? And so the King of Wands is coming here to encourage you to be bold, okay? Be bold in who you are. If you are a sensitive being and you're empathic, like embrace that. Be bold and look at the virtues and the blessings that comes with being empathic, being sensitive to other people's emotions, right? Compassion arises from that. Love and support arises from that because you can understand where people are coming from. And for those of you, you know, that were told that you're too controlling, you're too pig-headed, like, hey, there's something of value when you're able to stick to your guns, when you're not so easily influenced, when you are committed and dedicated and you have discipline towards achieving your goals and you work hard and go after them, okay? So those are the virtues of that. So think of something that you shame or that you repress within yourself and look to the virtues of those characteristics. Ah, yes, honey. Yes, I'm feeling that coming through so strong for you, okay? That is the key. That is your hidden value there, is that very thing that you resist. Okay, so we're going to pull a sacred geometry card here, and this is going to help with the subconscious healing, deep healing here for you, so you can attract love, bring love back into your existing relationship here. So with this part, I encourage you to pause the video for a moment and just stare at this image that jumped out here and allow it to heal energetically and activate that healing within you. And then you might want to take a screen cap as well so that you can refer to this again later. So we have empowerment. There you go, boo. There you go. Empower those pieces of you that you have shamed, that you have wanted to suppress and weaken, okay? And look at this. This is so, so beautiful, this image. So I'll read the bottom here. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely. So not hiding pieces of yourself because you're ashamed of it. Uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. Yes, so it's like trusting other people to accept you for all of who you are. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this message for you all. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, so let's get some Divine Oracle guidance cards as well to help you on this deep healing journey, my dears. I'm so stoked for you because I sense something transformational and life-changing is happening here for all of you, starting here, starting now, and I feel so much joy and happiness coming through for you on this new timeline here of this healed version of you. So we have first out, abundance. Congratulations, you are blessed with abundance. You deserve divine gifts such as good news, a new job, a new relationship, hey, or material things. So let go of your worries and doubts. Just follow your divine guidance. Oh, that is beautiful. I have nothing to add to that. That was a beautiful message. And secondly, we have everything has a reason. Stay calm. The obstacle was given to you for a reason. Treat the situation with a sense of gratitude. Understand that an answer will unfold later. Everything has a reason. Oh, so you definitely are on this journey here of accepting all these wonderful, beautiful pieces of yourself. And it has a deeper reason, this healing, than simply just attracting love and romance into your life. I feel that coming through with this card. There's a bigger purpose there beyond just that. All right, so let's see what that calls forth. Let me know what you thought of your reading in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video and of course subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on so you don't miss any videos. You can go to another reading by clicking this link in the top right corner if you're ready for that. And for those of you that need some help here on your deep healing journey, those of you that need some coaching and some guidance to fully step into your own divine power with law of attraction, with your psychic abilities, I encourage you to connect with me. A link to book a discovery call with me is in the description box below. I am divinely guided and encouraged to have some one-on-one clients here where I can help you achieve your goals and your dreams with a custom, coaching plan for you where we get to work weekly together. So if that interests you, if you feel called to do that, please book that discovery call with me. I'd love to connect, and you have nothing to lose by booking that call and connecting with me. So I look forward to meeting you. And as always, sending everyone so much love and cosmic hugs. Take care. Bye. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome back to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And today we are doing some deep healing to help you attract love and romance, or to bring it back into an existing relationship, all right? So for those of you that were drawn to fall or Ragwort here, let me know who you are in the comments down below. And of course, let me know where you're tuning in from as well, okay? So let's get into your reading. What needs to be healed here to attract love? So with Ragwort, most people know this plant as a weed, but actually, nature, Mama Gaia, is not wasteful. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. Everything has value to create this beautiful tapestry of life on this planet. And Ragwort is actually the sole source of food for the cinnabar moth, okay? So it does have a place, it does have a purpose and a reason for being here, and that's just one of them. And so what this message is saying is that you have this energy about you where it's like, why am I here? What do I have to offer someone? Why would anybody want to be with me? And it's almost like you're selling yourself short in a way. It's like you're questioning and you're doubting that the value that you would bring into a relationship, into a partnership with someone else. And you are struggling to find worth in yourself. And it's more like what you have to offer someone else, okay? Sometimes we talk about the sense of self-worth that some people have and self-esteem, and perhaps there are like little tendrils and links there, but really the focus here on this issue is like you're questioning and doubting what value you have to bring to someone else. Like, why would somebody want you in particular? And that needs to be healed. And it could perhaps be that some of this is related to your upbringing, like maybe you were put down a lot growing up, whether that be by family members, or even maybe you were bullied or teased when you were in school, and people really said some very hurtful things to you, where it's like, what I'm hearing is words like you're useless, or you're just taking up space, or you're not helping anybody, you're not helpful. What other kinds of phrases are coming through? Yeah, like you're just a waste of space. Like, why would anybody want you on their team? Why would anybody want to be friends with you? It's like very, very hurtful phrases like that have been said to you before. And that really made you, start to believe that, hey, yeah, what do I have to offer? I am useless. I am, not helpful. And why would anybody want to have me on their team? I'm just dead weight. And all of that, my dear, is not true. And that needs to be healed and released pronto, ASAP, okay? Because you do have a place here. You do deserve to exist. I mean, honestly, honey, like, why else would you be here? Okay? Whatever you believe in, source, universe, God, Buddha, Allah, whoever you believe in, like, do you honestly think they made a mistake bringing you into this world? Because I don't think that's true at all. I think you do have a very special purpose here, and I think you do have something to offer other people, all right? And it's important that you embrace and acknowledge and believe that as well, okay? So let's get some information here from the tarot. I feel like there's more to be pulled forth here regarding this healing that needs to take place around this belief on your place here in the world and what contributions you can make in a relationship. Okay, and kind of removing some of this defeatist mentality here. All right, so let's see what we got cooking here with the tarot for you, my loves. We have the Knight of Coins. Beautiful, beautiful. And the Nine of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Seven of Swords. And the King of Wands. Oh, what a very, very interesting set of cards we have here for you. So let's feel into this, shall we? So we have two court cards here kind of flanking this situation. So definitely I'm seeing that there were people out there in your past that really influenced your situation, okay? If this gives you any clues, Wands energy is fire sign, so there could be someone who was an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that really affected your belief about how you can contribute and be a part of the world, whether that be friends, classmates, coworkers, teachers, family members, whatever. And we have Knight of Coins, that's Earth energy, so we have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Perhaps the person has that type of energy signature or characteristics of one of those signs that I mentioned, okay? So what I'm seeing here is with this, there's this energy of like greed coming through here, okay? Do you see how this man is like underneath this cloak and like holding these swords close to them and trying to sneak away in the night with it? And so again, it's kind of reinforcing that idea that someone put in your head is like you're taking too much. You're taking up too much space. You're taking up too much energy. You're taking up too much time, and that it's like you're not worth it. You're not worth spending this time and energy on you, okay? And so it's translated into you now as an adult, someone who's desiring of love and romance is like, why would anyone take the time to get to know me? Why would anyone want to put the energy into having a relationship with me? Like, it's creating these dialogues within your head that are ready to be healed and released here, okay? Because you're not taking anything from anybody, actually, especially not something that they're not willing to give. You know, contrary to popular belief, you can't really force anybody into doing what they don't want to do. Okay? People make choices sometimes for self-preservation, for greed, for whatever reason, but they make the choice nonetheless. Okay? There's always a choice here. And just like you always have a choice to do, act, think, behave however you want to, other people do as well. And so people are always choosing, okay? And so they have to own up to their choices. And there are people, you know, on the positive aspect that do want to choose to be with you and get to know you, and you need to accept their choice. That's a big thing here, and not be like, hey, why are you wanting to hang out with me? Like, don't you know I'm useless? Don't you know I'm like lame? Don't you know I'm boring? Like, no. That's not the way to go about this. If someone chooses to spend time with you, chooses to spend their energy on you, it's because they see something within you that is attractive to them, that's value, that has importance to them. And you need to allow them to have their choice. And you need to meet them and accept it and receive, all right? And not put yourself down in that process. So what else am I here? So Wands energy here with this Nine of Wands, you're definitely on guard a lot. Okay, like again, from your past, you're really questioning every little thing somebody does, and it's like you're on guard, and it's like I'm sensing a lot of anxious energy about you as well when you start to stand out in the crowd, when someone starts to put attention on you, bring focus to you. It's almost like you're afraid of it in a way. And I mean, like, that's what lovers do, my dear. You know, they want to lavish you with attention and affection and gifts and sweet words and kindness. That's what lovers do for each other. You know, that's part of that relationship dynamic. And so you don't need to be on guard or skittish around people who want to show you affection and show you love, okay? Because when you resist it, that energy of not being enough is going to persist. And you're going to kind of be stuck in this repeating cycle and this pattern in your life until you choose to make a change. And that's what the Wands energy is about here with this too, is choosing to make a change, choosing your path forward. You have an option. Do you want to keep things the way they are, or do you truly want something different? Okay. And if you want something different, you have to choose something different. You have to do something different. Okay, my dears? So let's kind of go back here to the Knight of Coins and the King of Wands. So also there's this very steady energy that wants to work with you. That's what I'm getting here from this Knight of Coins, moving away from the past. There is an energy that wants to come in, that sees how, you know, guarded you are and wants to work with you gently, easily, slowly, but surely to help resolve these boundaries and these wounds, and taking it little by little here, okay? So that you can reestablish this sense of security and safety that perhaps you didn't feel before. You know, Spirit is saying, like, allow this energy in here for you, okay? Hum, 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 hum. So King of Wands energy, I'm sensing, it's not very clear to me, and I think it's because those of you that were drawn to this reading, there's a lot of different personalities coming through here, depending on your personal situation. But let me just throw some words out there to describe a person. And I trust that it's going to trigger something within you that has significance for you personally. Okay, so this is someone who is a mentor, someone that is like a teacher, a coach, a professor, someone who has access to some knowledge that you don't, and they're wanting to share it with you, they're wanting to teach you, but it's like they're waiting for you to be open to receiving that, okay? I'm also getting someone who's very magnetic, who's very attractive, both physically, but also energetically. It's like people are just drawn to them, okay? And I'm sensing this charisma about them. It's like they really know how to talk to people, to charm people. And I don't mean charm necessarily for like personal gain, but charm people into lowering their guard down, okay? Yeah, I'm sensing some energy of authority here, like a leadership role, someone who, because of their experience and because of their knowledge base, they have authority in a situation. Okay, like the leading authority today on, you know, aerodynamics, right? Whatever. It's like those kinds of people. I'm sensing that energy coming through here. So I'm going to leave that information with all of you that were drawn to this Ragwort, because I trust Spirit has shared enough with me so that you can take the baton and move forward with it, okay? Oh, very, very interesting. I haven't had that really come up in a reading, except maybe once before or something, where it's like I'm only getting part of the picture because the rest of the picture is for you and you alone. And that's totally cool. I totally accept that. This is your journey, actually. I'm just here to provide some messages and guidance however I can. So we're going to get one of these sacred geometry cards next here, and that's going to help activate that deep healing energy that we're bringing up here for you so that you can attract love, bring love back into your life here, okay? So in this part, I encourage you to pause the video and just gaze at this image for a few moments. Also, take a screen capture of this so you can look back on this and do some more work with the imagery later on, okay? So you got solar plexus chakra, card number 3. Ooh, very powerful, creative energy here. So you are literally creating opportunities and doorways for love to come into your life with this card. On the bottom, it says the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Bam, there is that key word right there, my loves. Contribution. Yes, you do have something to contribute, not just to a relationship, but to the world. So go within, find out what it is and embrace it, because it's there. Trust me, it's there. And some of you already know what it is. And maybe you're thinking that's not enough and that's lame, whatever. No, 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 honey, it isn't. What you have to contribute is not lame, and it is more than enough. Remember, everything has its role here on the planet. In the creation of this reality, in this world as we know it, nothing was wasted, all right? Everything has its purpose here. Ah, beautiful. I love this. I love this. So own your power, own your gifts here. Let's get some divine oracle cards as well to provide some wisdom and support on your journey forward here with this deep healing. Okay, my love. So there goes one card. And there is the other. Perfect. Okay, so the first one out, as I make like a mess here of this display, is opportunity. There we go, opening up those opportunities I just said. So they are coming your way. Stay positive and be open for an amazing future. Pay attention to detail and messages and take action by following divine's guidance. Booyah, there you go. So trust yourself, trust your instincts. Take advantage of these opportunities as they're laid out before you. All right, my dears. And we also have, it's right there. You will find what you are looking for. It's hard to see what's under your nose. So change your perspective. Open your eyes. It is right here in front of you. Bam, there you go. So this opportunity is going to be obvious. Don't second guess it. Don't doubt it. It's coming. It's there. All right. And for those of you that really resonated with this video, comment down below what connected with you, what made sense to you, and I invite you to like this video. Please, by all means, subscribe to this channel as well and turn the notifications on so you don't miss any readings. If you'd like, there's a link here. You can go to another reading here on my channel if that's calling to you now. And for those of you, I do want to make this special announcement and put that out there that I am looking to work one-to-one with some very divine beings here and nurture them and help them grow on their path for developing their psychic abilities, mastering the techniques of law of attraction, and, you know, providing that aid and support along your spiritual awakening journey here. So if you want to be one of those one-to-one clients, please book that discovery call with me. The link is in the description box below. I'd like to connect with you, make sure we're a perfect match, a good match, so that I can provide that support that you need, that personalized support for you along your journey. So I look forward to connecting with you. Okay, I'm really excited to be able to offer this to my audience and my viewers. So let's create magic together, shall we? So until next time, my love, sending you so much love and cosmic hugs. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome back to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And today we are exploring some deep healing to help you attract love and return love back into your life. All right. So for those of you that were drawn to Verbena or Verbena, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, let me know who you are in the comments down below. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and let's get into your reading. So this plant in particular, again, Verbena or Verbena, I'm not sure how to say it, is a plant of attraction. And what it does is it brings in new partnerships, new relationships into your life. And it also inspires sort of this softness, this compliance within these relationships. It's like you're just so able to win people over so easily and gracefully. I mean, look at this. What a weird pairing, right? We have this dove or pigeon with this eel. Like, my gosh, when do they even actually ever hang out, right? It's like, this is definitely an odd pairing, okay? And so what I'm seeing here for you and feeling into this deep healing energy, there's a couple of things coming through actually, okay? So for one of you, for some of you, one thing that's better. For some of you, one thing that's coming through is there's almost this aversion that you have to one of your qualities, and it's either take whatever resonates to you. It's either your looks or it's your like social standing, okay? It's your social status. So it's kind of like there's this part of you where it's like, hey, you're super duper attractive. A lot of people let you know it. You are definitely not in a shortage of admirers, right? There's lots of people asking you out, but it's almost like that person that you truly desire, it's like they elude you. Okay? It's almost like, my gosh, how could I have gone on all these dates this week and not found someone I actually have a genuine, true connection with? Okay? And for those others of you, it's like, again, could be referencing your social status, where it's like, oh, because you are someone of high standing within the community, right? Like, I don't know why I'm drawn back to like back in the day matchmaking things where it's like people's social class carried a lot more weight, where it's like, oh, this person is a lawyer or a doctor or is the mayor. They can associate with only these kinds of people. And everyone of the lower class is like, oh, like you're a doctor. That's amazing. I want to be with you. Like, I want to marry you. I want to lock you down, that kind of thing. And so it's again, it's kind of like, yeah, there's all these people that are attracted to me, but it's like, how many of them actually really like me for who I am? How many of them actually like me, just would like me and want to be with me despite my looks, despite my social status and my wealth or my prestige, whatever it is, okay? So that's a struggle that you've been working through, where it's like, you feel like, okay, there's more to me than this. Why can't people see it? Okay? It's almost like there's a part of you that's been so strongly associated to your appearances, your social status, and it's hard to move past that. It's like there's this block here where you're like, oh my gosh, can I attract some genuine, real people here for once, So that's one aspect of it. Now, the other aspect of it is there is this unlikely connection that you've been resisting for whatever reason. And it could, again, going back to looks and social status, maybe that has a part to play in it, okay? Like maybe this person isn't your ideal, they don't look the way you ideally want them to look, okay? Like maybe they have a missing tooth. Maybe they're balding. Maybe they weigh too much or something like that, right? Or their social status, like maybe you feel like the job that they have isn't good enough. Maybe there's something about their family that you don't like, right? But this match is actually going to be very beneficial for you and very enriching for you, okay? And that's why you still feel attracted to them despite all of this, okay? And Spirit is saying, like, why is that? And so what needs to be healed here is this social conditioning, this cultural programming that you have on what is of value and what isn't, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're all the beings and we're all part of Source having this experience on this world, okay? Like we are not defined by our looks. We're not defined by our social status or our social class, okay? There's something more inherently valuable within each of us that goes beyond this, again, societal and cultural conditioning. And so what is it that's blocking you, okay? What is it that's saying like, this can't go with that, okay? And moving beyond those barriers here to really step into this love that's like, holy moly, I think it's gonna be groundbreaking, to be honest. This love and this connection that's trying to come through for you once you let go of these labels. That's a big thing here. Letting go of the labels and what the labels mean, okay? And just embracing the truth of what is, which is love. I love this for you. Oh my gosh, this is like amazing. Okay, let's get some tarot cards to kind of dive deeper into what was coming through here with this first card, this Verbena. I should go look up and see how to actually pronounce it. I wish the guidebook came with a pronunciation tool here, because some of these plants I'm like, oh, I don't know how to say that. And first out, we have the Ten of Wands, the Hermit, Four of Coins here, Knight of Coins, and the Wheel of Fate. Oh, snap! We have two major arcana cards here, and this is like a sequential thing. We got the 9 moving into the 10. So definitely there is some movement happening here with your journey, some kind of ascension, some type of really stepping into your true unauthentic self here that's going to be occurring with this deep healing. It's like level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. That is what's going on here. And it's fate, it's destiny, okay? It's this perfect timing for you to step into this more authentic version of you, okay? So there's several things that were coming through here with these cards. So what I'm seeing with the 10 of Wands is that your looks, your social status have been starting to feel like a burden to you, okay? Because again, it's not helping you achieve what you truly desire. It's giving you a whole bunch of other things, right? There's a lot of these fringe benefits happening here, but the one thing that you want, which is love, which is a genuine relationship, or else, why on earth would you be at this reading? That thing is eluding you, okay? And if you're in a relationship, it's this true acceptance that you feel is lacking within your relationship here, okay? Maybe you had an arranged marriage, or this person you're with right now, it like looks good on paper and that's why you're with them. But there wasn't really like a deep, deep bond or connection that's anchoring the relationship here, all right? And that's what needs to happen. And the energy has been very stagnant. It felt very locked away for you. And the thing here with this Four of Coins that provides so much insight for you in particular is the reason why you have these looks and this social status has been working against you is because you found some measure of security in there, okay? You found some kind of safety and security within your looks, within your social status, and you're afraid to let those fall to the wayside, okay? Because you're like, oh my gosh, what else do I have if I let go of my looks? If I show up, with my hair all messy and like pajamas, right? And like, more comfortable attire. What happens if I don't look my best? If I don't look runway ready? You know what I'm saying? Like there's this fear there because your looks, again, have given you all these other benefits. And so it's like, my gosh, what am I without my looks? Same thing with the social status, with the career, whatever. It's like, who am I if I, forsake this role that I have? What value do I have now? What do I have to bring to the table here? Who am I without my million of followers on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube? Who am I if I'm not the lawyer or CEO with this, convertible or this Tesla? It's like these things that are measures and markers of our value, these worldly things. What would it be if you let all of those go? That's what the Hermit is saying. Go within. Who the F are you really? Okay, because you're not that fancy car. You are not that perfect body, like, magazine perfect looks. You are not those things. Who the F are you? And it's time you honor that. It's time you show the rest of the world that, okay? And not being limited or restricted by the expectations that come with your looks, your career, your social status, okay? The Hermit is saying, who are you, really? Okay? And with the Knight of Coins, it's about grounding yourself in that. Look at how this Knight of Coins is looking at this coin right there, right? And that represents the physical world, your physical looks, your physical belongings, your physical wealth, your societal standing. And you're looking at this and you're like, what is it actually worth? Okay, what is this gold coin truly worth to me? All right? And re-examining that within you, that needs to be healed. Again, going back to what we were talking about earlier, because you're more than just your looks, you're more than just your social standing. There's something very deep within you that wants to come forth, that wants to be released. And we see that here with this mirror image of the Wheel of Fate, okay? There's a transformation happening within you, all right? These two look like twins. They look like exact copies of each other, but one of them is something more, something different. It's one of them is the next chapter, the other, okay? This new beginning. Oh man, this is like unreal. This reading is just so powerful. So, you know, by outward appearances, you may look like the same person, but internally you're completely changed. And when you change on the inside, then the frequencies that you and the energy you emit is also going to change, and it's going to match up with this person that is truly meant to be your match, your partner. And I know some of you already know this person right here. It's this person that, you know, on paper and according to the books, it's like, why would I even be with that person? Like, it doesn't make sense for us to be together. But the thing is, it doesn't make sense to your mind, but it does make sense to your soul, to your heart. There's a reason you're drawn to this person despite everything, all right? And it's because you're attracted to who they truly are on the inside, and they're attracted to who you truly are on the inside. And isn't that what love is really meant to be? Is acceptance for who we truly are, regardless of outside appearances. Oh my God, I feel like this is like a love story that just needs to be written out here. Please share your love story, guys. I really want to like bask in the loveliness that is your love story here and your happy ending. Okay, so let's activate this healing, okay? Let's activate this healing on a subconscious energetic level with this sacred geometry card that I'm gonna bring forth. So with this part, I encourage you to pause the video, meditate, gaze at the image for a while before listening to the rest of your reading. And of course, another good thing would be to take a screen capture so you can work with this image again and allow it to continue to work its energetic magic with you for this deep healing for attracting love. So you received compassion. Oh, how appropriate. Number 15, which is reduced to the number 6. So definitely laying this foundation here for something amazing and wonderful to appear in your life, okay? This new opportunity for you for connection, new relationships. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment, hey, and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Bam! Were we not just talking about a lot of these things here? Compassion, no judgment, unconditional love. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, honey. That's what I'm talking about here. That is what we need to pull forth, okay? And that's what you need as well. I'm hearing that so clearly from Spirit. You need to feel that you are still worth it, even if something happened with your looks, even if something happened with your social standing and your wealth, that you are still worthy. Okay, that you're more than just those things. Oh, my dears, yes, bring that energy forth. Bring that energy in. I love it for you. I love this so much for you. Okay, let's get some divine oracle cards out here, my dears. And let's see what other messages Spirit has for you, okay, on this deep healing journey that you have started already by watching this reading. Okay, so this one flipped out. We have forgive. Is your heart feeling heavy, or do you feel despair? Do you have anger or hatred? Well, forgiveness is the key. Everybody makes mistakes, including you. We are all on our spiritual paths and learning. Ooh, so I am feeling what came through so strongly as an addition to this message is there's this idea of perfectionism. That this expectation that you have to be perfect that needs to be released. It's like you have to be perfect in order to get love. Like that is what needs to be healed here. Is it's okay if you mess up? Everybody makes mistakes. Okay? It's okay if you're not perfect 100% of the time. It doesn't make you any less worthy of love, my dears. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get one more from my beautiful card 4, my winter crew here, my Verbenas. Protect. Security is the key. Ask divine helpers to protect you. Imagine yourself surrounded by angels. Take everything with caution and think carefully. So there you go. It's okay to be safe. It's okay to be vulnerable because you can ask your divine helpers to protect you. Strip away all of this labels and allow yourself to be vulnerable and raw and truly you will be protected in those circumstances. Okay, my loves? Oh, let me know what resonated with you by commenting it down below, please. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, I invite you to like and subscribe to this channel as well, and make sure you turn those notifications on. If you're ready for another reading, this link in the top right corner will take you there. And for those of you that need some help on this healing journey, are ready to do this inner healing work with a guide, with a mentor, those of you that want to delve into your powers, delve into law of attraction, go deeper on your spiritual journey, I am here for you. I'm here for you especially. So book a discovery call with me. The link to do so is in the description box below. I'd love to connect with you and see if we're a great match to work together one-on-one so I can help you achieve your goals and take your life to the next level. Oh, I would love nothing more than that, my dears. So until next time, as always, I'm sending you all so much love and cosmic hugs. You beautiful, beautiful beings, you. Bye.